getting ready to get a Y out after he closes his computer.
You what? Oh, okay. My bad.
This is how you get a Y out. Do you see how this equation, and the equations you did this morning had an X and a Y when you were finished, right?
Yep.
Okay? So look, I'm saying X is 0, so I'm going to put a 0 right here. And it's going to erase, so pay attention. If I put a 0 right there, what's the square root of 0?
4.
0.
The square root of 0 is 0. So put a 0 in the Y column.
Okay.
You can put the square root of 0 on your calculator if you'd like. I don't know why it's not erasing. It should erase it. Unless I didn't look. No, I used the magic pen so it would erase. Now it'll erase. Okay.
Try drawing on something else. Maybe it'll work.
Okay, it's going to erase.
Okay. You're white.
There you go.
Okay, so the square root of 0 is 0 because 0 times... I know. I always forget that magic pen with a circle does that. It's 0 because 0 times 0 is 0, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's the square root of 1?
1. 7.
Because 1 times 1 is 1, right?
No.
What's the square root of 2?
4.
No, it's not.
2.
2 squared is 4, but the square root of 2 is not 4.
8.
Does anybody want to get the calculator out and tell me what the square root of 2 is?
30. 2 times 2.
Here. Square root of 2.
Square root of 2 is 4.
The square root of 2 is not
1.41.
Thank you.
Oh. Okay.
You're confusing the square root with the square.
Oy.
These are brother and sister, if you will. Square root,
What?
square.
That's so weird.
Oh my god, I didn't mean to make that noise.
Don't know. Okay, so who said 4?
7.
Me.
Me and Mom.
Thank you. What's the square root of 4?
2.
2. Because 2 times 2 is 4. So I just decided to add a number in there because you can pick whatever you want to put in the function. Okay? Can you think of another number besides 4 that would work nicely?
62.
The square root of 6?
I
That sounded really mean. I didn't mean to make you feel bad.
9.
The square root of 9 is what?
3.
Because 3 times 3 is 9, right?
25.
25, 49, 16, 36, a bunch of them.
48.
1.
Okay.
Or 49, I mean.
Can everybody tell me if you had to that the reason this is a square root is because 3 squared is 9, 2 squared is 4, that squared is 2, and so on. You with me? Okay. Then tell me what the square root of -1 is.
4.
0. When you type it in the calculator, it says error.
Okay. Who said I? Did you say I?
In there like swimwear.
No what?
I've been there like
Class?
Yeah.
Is there a number, if I do this and square it,
You gotta put it in parentheses.
I don't care, regardless. If I square, what'd you guys say the answer was?
4.
No, okay, pretend you didn't know anything about eyes. Did anybody say -1? Ooh, yes. What's the square root of -1?
100.
-1.
Somebody did say -1. And if that were true, you would be saying that -1 times -1 is -1. Fine. Who said error?
Why are you getting so upset?
You can't take the square root of a negative. And you'll end up eventually getting imaginary numbers, which we don't care about right now.
What the
So I
fuck?
was right.
Okay, what's the square root of -4?
Give me this calculator. Error.
Anybody think it's 2?
I.
Undefined.
Does anybody think 2 for some reason?
No.
Surely to goodness somebody thinks 2.
I
don't
too.
believe it.
I too. I too.
Is 2 squared?
Or 2I.
Is 2 squared squared negative 4?
No.
Maybe.
No. Is negative 2 squared negative 4?
No.
It can't be done. So you will never have a negative that works for this parent function.
So it's always I?
It's always like
It's
that.
always
It's
going to
always-
be an I later. Don't tell them that yet. So let's plot these points, okay? 0, 0. Put a dot. And you guys have a piece of graph paper at your seat.
I'm sorry, is this
But
this
it's-
1, 2, 3, or 4? Or does it matter?
I am not telling you that.
This is 4.
Alright.
How in the world could you not know that? I mean, I know I get sidetracked a lot, but can't you tell when you were supposed to be paying attention?
Oh, son of a biscuit.
You'll figure it out eventually. Okay. Everybody should have dots for these points. 1, 1, 2, 1.41, 4, 2, 9, 3, and negative 1, can't do it. Everything over here will be undefined. So you should get a series of points in quadrant 1.
Yeah.
And all those points start at 0, 0.
Oh, I'm doing it wrong.
You with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Connect those
It's on
dots and
number
it will
4.
make a smooth curve. It's not a straight line, it's a curve
Oh, okay.
that
I can.
looks like this. You are on the, never mind, you're doing, never mind.
We're gonna watch that video.
He was doing
I don't think so.
number 3
I don't think so.
on his own. Okay, and go ahead and put an arrow on the end of it because it goes on forever.
Oh my.
Okay, now look over in the right column. Do you see where it says domain?
Yeah.
Domain is sometimes a hard concept, but we're not going to make it hard.
All
The
real
domain
numbers.
consists of all the x's. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Halfway. Yeah, I am.
If you
I'm
close
sorry.
your computer, it would be easy to listen.
Oh, it's not even on.
He's looking at
It really
us,
isn't.
bro. That's worth it.
Okay, turn it my way then.
Okay.
The domain consists of all of the x's that work in my table of values. Did that x work?
No.
Did that x work?
No.
Did that x work? No.
Halfway.
So the first x that worked was right there. So the domain of this, does everyone see the word domain?
Yeah.
The domain starts with 0 and it goes to infinity. And you're going to write it in something called interval notation. So it starts at 0. Now I'm thinking as you. I'm pretending that I'm you right now, and if I'm sitting out there
But
learning
you aren't
this,
me.
I might write
That's
something
impossible.
like this.
But you aren't me, so that's kind of impossible.
It's the first x that works. Sometimes all x's work.
Yeah.
Sometimes all x's work. Okay?
Okay.
Gotcha.
Now,
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, for real.
the range consists of all the y's that work. Now look at the y-axis.
Yeah.
Do I ever, you know how you always go right and left and then up and down?
Yes.
Plot, right? Am I ever on this graph going to go right? I'm not going to go left, am I? No. Am I ever going to go right, which is the positive, this stuff right here, and down?
No.
Look, there's no graph down here, is there?
No.
So my range, who knows the y coordinate right there?
0.
Potato.
It's 0. That's the y, right? So the first y on the graph is 0 also. And then it goes up from there because these are all y values higher than 0, correct?
Yeah.
So my range is going to be the same thing as the domain, but it's going to be talking about the y's that work. So from 0 to infinity, that means forever and ever, and these are the y's that work.
Forever and always.
And when you come in here on Friday, you will do 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, it is, honey. So put all this stuff in your folders.
Okay.
Yeah, let's watch it next time.
Oh, where is Buggy?